They fall from the chandelier. So, Silas returns back to you. You're all together. All together now? Shubin is just munching.
Oh, Headmistress Aventine, I have a question.
She's doing some paperwork in the front of the room right now, but as you address her, she looks up at you. Aye? So what can I help you with as you use my dining hall as apparently a war room?
Apologies about that.
She does a dismissive wave of the hand. 'Tis fine. I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time the credit was used for such. And there are no children about, so you guys are free to have the room.
Thank you.
So,
is there a if you know, a collector in the city of fine art? That's
ooh, that's a good question. What did she know that?
Fine art. Ooh, that's a weird one. So,
Not to my knowledge, but in fairness, I don't exactly go around the city asking that sort of questions to people. If I were to place a wager, it depends on the type of fine art you'd be looking into.
oh this, and I take out the Chad Lion gem and hold it up.
That's what we call.
I love that so much.
There may be a nobleman that's not nobleman, noble folk that would be interested in that, or maybe some of the dwarves that have taken residency in the Undercity.
Oh, that's
If
good
you
news.
made that, though, I'd recommend trying to get a fine asking price and upfront payment.
Yes. I was hoping to either trade it for some materials in addition to whatever gold I would charge for it, but
I'd definitely recommend that you go speak with a dwarf then. Twinsian nobility doesn't have the best, how to say, grasp on cultures and the value behind such. Dwarves, at the very least, would value it for craftsmanship.
yes, this is actually rather unique. I put it back. So I will follow your advice. Go see what's what.
She nods. Goes back to her paperwork. So we just go stay here, or we gonna do anything, or Amber's like bored, I guess.
Plotting and she had her adventure. She gets it down for a minute.
How bold of you to assume Amber's a girl that would stay in one spot.
Yeah. Lenora is around, right?
She left.
She left. Fuck. Well, never
When
mind
the
then.
room when the room cleared out of the last kids in here, she left with them.
Well, there goes that then. Never mind.
Silas,
Yes.
are you willing to join us on the hag hunt?
Yes.
He looks at Amber and then at Kasai. Kasai looks at you and just does like a roll of the hands towards Lambert, like it's okay. Then we are all in accord.
That was
Well then, if
surprisingly
we're gonna be
calculated. Go on.
if we're gonna be doing this, Seeker Blake, could I
Okay.
trouble you to maybe fetch my arms from wherever they would be kept here?
They probably for you they probably kept in the administration building.
That makes sense.
He looks across all of you and looks at Shubin again. Alright, I'll be right back. He gets up and walks out very deliberately and slowly.
But he never fully turns around.
Basically. But he does leave.
Oh dear, I may have accidentally giving y'all some reprieve from the eyes of the Seekers. I hope you don't
So anyway.
discuss anything untoward if you wanted to.
Untoward. To be completely
Okay, yeah.
fair,
So
have you met
I'm
us?
just gonna let me just clear the air right now. I might have stolen these from like a Seeker or Slayer like supply run. Fucking what?
What?
It was like right there, and no one was looking. Lambert was talking up some girl. I thought it was a good time.
Was he making head?
Hey,
That's not the
Lambert,
important part here. There's a Seeker watching us constantly.
They don't. Diamonds
You know,
aren't marked for
thank you.
Seeker and Slayer use. I want
Yes,
diamonds.
No, don't they engrave? I'm sure they engrave, right?
No, I mean maybe when they get back to their supply depot, maybe. But this was before I made it back.
But the important thing is, he knows that you have two that you didn't describe where they came from, and they're probably going to be records that they're going to be missing too.
I'm not gonna put them back now.
Well, I figured
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
How fast can we get out city?
You guys wanted diamonds? I got diamonds. Girl's best friend.
Oriana looks so much more stressed out now.
So that's why you will. He just Lambert just sighs.
Loose thread.
Oh, Luke, look through. I guess
Look
it.
thread. A thread with eyes. That's why he wants to get rid of it.
Conveniently distracted. Oh wow, let's look at that over there.
Damn, son.
I love that Alexander has like is just like I'm gonna turn the other way. I didn't see that energy.
And a corner block. They didn't hear shit, man.
I've never seen
Kill
these
the
people in my life.
Who is you?
Abushka? Babushka?
Okay, so yeah, that's where this came from. Just so we all know. So maybe not bring it up while Secret Blake's around. Just saying.
But
Yeah.
now I know, and I went.
I'm sorry, but they were just a Shard Oriana pestering me about getting like about lying, and this is what happens when you tell the truth.
Why did you pester her? Now I have to pretend that I
Why
don't
did
know.
she see? Why am I the one that's on the fucking stand?
You could have just not known in blissful ignorance, and here we are now.
I could have questioned once we're out of city. Now, if I get us caught, I'm sorry.
Oh, please don't get us caught. I feel so bad.
Oh, I don't know. My skills at
You
deception.
can
are not
lie.
that great.
You can. I should give you lessons on how to lie. Actually, I don't know if that's a good. She thinks about it. Maybe not. Just
No.
stay as far away from Seeker Blake. Keep your hood up. Don't look at him. And actually, I guess you'll probably have to do that for all the Seekers and Slayers in the city.
See,
Yeah,
what
so
we
just
do-
pretend like Seeker Blake isn't a friend of ours and he's just a normal Seeker.
So what we do is we flood your brain with information on how to read and write common. I didn't forget
Remember
about
to-
that.
Yes, you promised and you not kept promise. That is very bad.
Yeah, it's
To
fucked
be
up.
fair, we were fighting
It is,
several
it is.
different fell gods.
I had to look at
Not
that one poster
several,
earlier
like-
and think, oh, what is that? What is that? Picture of
Speaking of
Lambert.
judgment and whatnot from the assorted slayers and seekers, I don't think that they will stay in the dark for very long, given how multiple of us aren't exactly conventional fighters, put it that way.
Can we please get out of here as soon as we can?
We're a bunch of neighbors and mages. Seriously, it's like a match made in hell.
Ugh.
It honestly
How have
couldn't
we
be
not
more
already
obvious. By the way, Alessandra, do you have any business in this town, since we may or may not be here for the...
Well,
Well, about that!
Well, about
Uh,
that.
I
Since apparently
suppose
you're
that
tagging along with us for one thing, we might as well tag along with you for something else.
it's a funny thing you should mention that. Maybe. I
Possibly.
suppose. I mean, if this hag hunt does go well and your fallen comrade is reclaimed, not reclaimed. What's the word?
Revenge.
Avenged. Avenged. Maybe I could, perhaps, consider that a favor done on my part, and favors I would hope are to be repaid in your eyes.
And what would that entail?
So, as I may have mentioned to at least some of you, I came to the Twins to complete a mission. In layman's terms, bandit hunting.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Thing is, though, this is the Twins, and bandits tend to make some unsavory alliances with unsavory types.
Mhm.
So, just real quick, Pristieket?
Pristiekt.
Pristiekt. Pristiekt.
Pristiekt, yes, look up there! Pass the vodka, lad!
A noble, Twinsian noble, a local, had hired the Silversworn to take down the heirs of Pristiek. And he looks over to Anushka. I apologize if I butchered that pronunciation.
I mean, sort of like waves your hand, like, you know, that sort of, kind of.
It's like every time we do a Scottish accent, you do that to us.
Yeah, it's eternally dying side. Or like, I'll just like secretly say the word to myself. I'm like, shit, it's actually quite close. That's my day.
Now, I'm no stranger to taking down bandit groups. In fact, I have proven to be quite proficient at it. But when they end up being aided by druidic cults, in this case the types that call themselves the Purple Sabbatical, well, then things start to get a bit messy.
Anyone that has a passive perception of 13 or above, you know who you are. I know you're looking at your sheets right now to check to see if that includes you or not right now. It's okay. That's to be very expected. It's fine. If you are in that number, you would note that Shubin, he's like grabbed at like part of the bread and was like halfway to lifting it to his mouth, and he just froze as he says "purple's about." I go,
Alexander sucks on his teeth a second before he will stand up. He like grabs his glass of water and like holds it in front of himself with one hand behind his back as he starts like pacing like around the table, and he says, "Bandits, undisciplined and desperate, sometimes even starving. That's one thing. They wield scrap armor and wear scrap armor and wield scavenged weapons. They're slim pickings. Not slim pickings, they're easy pickings.
They're in abundance.
But these Purple Sabbatical types, the kind that call upon the swamp and have roots, dig themselves out of the ground to strangle you and your men." And at this point, he has a pace behind Shubin.
"Oh no! Oh no!"
And
He's like his arm has gone down, and he's actually like sort of like trying to cram the piece of bread that he had grabbed out back to where it was. Like he just like tried to like squash it back in, and like the bread is on the table now, not even on a plate, just on the table, and his hands are like tucked underneath the table, like a kid that just got caught.
he very casually, too casually, takes his hand behind his back and places it on Shubin's shoulder. And he gestures with his glass towards someone. We'll say towards Oriana, because she's a sort of soldier. He thinks, at least.
Soldier and sword.
"Did you know I came to the Twins with 20 odd men and women under my command?
That's quite impressive.
We thought we were gonna have a field day mopping up these bandit sorts." And then he pats Shubin's shoulder a few times. "But then the trees started talking in that weird druidic tongue.
They speak in
The trees are talking. It's like Vietnam.
And next thing we know, we were being attacked from every which direction. He kind of leans down towards Shub and he says, and frankly, I would be absolutely furious at myself if I left the twins without getting a little bit of payback myself. Then all at once he releases Shubin, puts his hand back behind his back, and starts pacing again. So, yeah, if I could call upon y'all as a small favor, after we slay this hag with the help of the Seekers and perhaps even the Slayers, then I would ask you all to help me take down the heirs of, whatever. He gestures towards Anushka. And by extension, the purple sabbatical.
Roll me an intimidation with advantage.
Glorious.
Oh,
We'll have a 14.
Well, meant to be.
To be fair, he's a
Wow.
shaken man. 14 might just do it.
Here, we'll add guidance on that, at least.
Lambert would help with
Yeah.
that. It's bullying the Nevers.
Well, that's the thing,
I think-
I think Kasai and Lambert both have guidance now, so...
Nice.
I think that +4 comes from when Alessander looks back over his shoulder directly at Shub and he says, all they gotta do is find the cultists.
Okay.
Mm,
I love this so much.
oh my god.
He breaks down immediately. He is sobbing. He is bawling. Anushka, you thought he was out of energy.
Yeah.
But I guess human depression has just that ability to find that one last nugget of energy.
I
He
see.
breaks down immediately. And even Aventina, who's just sort of in the background this whole time doing her paperwork, looks up in shock as he begins crying, and she gets up. With his... She walks over, and he is... It's a bit hard to... If you guys talk in a quieter tone right now, you're probably gonna get drowned out by his crying.
Alessander will bring his glass up to his lips and he says, wonder what got his goat. He takes a sip.
Oh my
Oriana does a
God.
silent little clapping motion.
Amber is the same. She's just she's just oh my god.
Yeah, I think Anushka just looks slightly annoyed.
Ooh, party conflict. I love it. Just. Fuck it. We'll make it a roll. All of you roll me perception.
I can do that.
Perception.
I don't know why I check every time. I don't have a thing to affect perception.
Oh, that sucks.
Would I be here for this?
Fuck.
Oh no, you're here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you've been here the whole time.
Yeah, you've been here the whole time. I just thought you were busy in real
sorry,
life.
y'all.
Oh my!
God.
you see-
Oh.
That was
That
Why
was
is
a disadvantage, too, wasn't it?
yeah, I forgot to take off the disadvantage.
That's fine. You got the same number twice, anyways.
Did.
Like, exactly.
Also, I just realized we totally didn't talk about the founders of Silverdonia feat stuff. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
That's a future problem.
To Alessander and Silas, you guys can see ever so gently a slight discoloration of shadow by the door as someone is leaned around the corner listening this whole time. Or maybe not the whole time. Now going forward the whole time.
Sass is gonna get up and go over to the door.
You get up
Well,
and go
every-
over to the door. You check around the corner.
I do.
It's Secret Blake.
It's a goblin. Oh.
The goblin! he just looks at you and does a finger over mouth shh motion. And he just
Says-
nods his head back and for you to go back into the dining hall.
Sass turns on their heel slowly and walks back in.
I mean, the thing is, Shobin is in such a state of disarray that he probably doesn't notice you going over there.
Oh man, Sas must have seen a yarn ball. That's wild.
It's crazy. So, I will ask predominantly to Anushka because she's the one doing it the whole time. But does anyone try to console the broken man?
Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
No.
You guys are so
Damn,
mean!
we're all dickheads.
You
Do
guys
you want Oriana to console this man? It's only
Yeah.
gonna go bad.
Alessandra might take a crack at it.
About cracking him more.
And you do would make things worse.
He just starts screaming. Oh, God. I mean, she'll take a
Oriana
crack
tried
at it, but I mean...
Oh, you know what? No, I have an
could-
idea.
You could roll persuasion if you want to try to take a crack at it.
Hold on.
Okay. Persuasion.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Suggestion:
Yeah,
stop being a
I
little
know.
bitch.
I'm
Never
gonna. I
mind.
was gonna look at him and be like, "You should calm down and take a deep breath."
Do you cast suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
Because Anushka, you're trying to talk to him, but your words are not reaching. He's he's hearing you. He ain't listening. You should smile more.
Jesus Christ.
I hate that
No.
so much. So, do you cast suggestion on him?
I do.
Okay, then make a wisdom saving throw for him. Okay, the plus.
17.
He has to roll 50. Oh, he got close to on the bike.
Okay. He's like taking stealing deep breaths. Okay. I'm calming down. I'm calming. I'm calm. I'm not crazy. He looks at you, Alessander, for a moment and cringes a bit and like leans away, flinching almost. I'm calm. I am calm. Okay. What do you want to know?
You know the purple sabbatical, don't you?
He nods. They are our sister cult. I am from red. They are purple.
How many colors are there?
It's like the arcs.
It's a fucking rainbow. It's Pride Parade sabbaticals.
It's 7.
Oh boy.
7 cults. One for each color of the spectrum. How many on your number? I don't know now. Before we had 20. 30. Now I do not know. Are all the cults the same size? Just some less, some more. So on average, 30, 20. 7 of them. That is a lot of numbers.
And 140 plus whatever fellow gods you might have.
I know. He points at you, Alessandro, with like a really shaky hand. It's not even a point, it's more like he wags it, and it looks like he's having a seizure as he's wagging a finger at you. I know. These bandits. The hares. I know them. Yes. Yes, I know them.
You know where I can find them.
No. But.
Do you know what makes them special compared to others?
They are not ramshackle bandits, like you say. They are not scrounged armor. No, they are well geared. There is a summons coming the next full moon. All of the cults will be there to prove our worthiness for bounty. He points again shakily at you, Alessander. They would attend. They've always attended as long as their alliance has been happening. 3 times now. Next full moon is 4.
When's the next full moon? Looks around the table.
Who's trained in nature?
I'm pretty confident.
Wait,
that it's a
am I?
no.
No, I'm
Probably
waiting,
not, but
Nope.
check in.
No.
Oh no, I am trained. I am trained.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'll give
that's a-
Arcana as well because Arcana has
Ooh.
connections,
Ooh.
like
Yeah.
moon cycles and ley lines
It
and
does
all that
affect
stuff is
magic.
technically considered both nature and Arcana. If you have the things I just specified, roll them.
Oh, that's
Anushka, what is the moon?
fucking moon. That's where we're at right now.
You
Dark
join Oriana
moon,
and not
my
knowing at all.
persona.
Yeah, yeah. There are two wolves. in the
To everyone that isn't Anushka that rolled, the next full moon is a week, or rather 8 days from now, give or take. You might have to check the specific astrology, but probably more on the 8th day as opposed to the 7th day one. I guess it'd just be the turning of the 7th day to the 8th day. There you